Hello, everyone. I'm McKensie. We're doing yoga at AOS today. Thank you for joining us virtually, either today or in the future. Happy to have y'all. This is an all levels 60-minute practice. You should have also received a link for the playlist. So if you want to go ahead and start that playlist from a separate device, either a separate window on your double screen monitors or else a separate speaker system, that'd be awesome. So let's start class just in an easy seated position. So knees, legs can be crossed or whatever feels best for you. Do you have music playing over the speakers? I think it's playing on there, but I don't know if that's correct. All I did was press play. Okay, we'll let them figure it out. All right, so first let's start with our palms facing up. You can connect your thumb and your index finger. Bring a soft gaze to your eyes. Maybe close your eyes completely. Take a deep breath in, filling all the way up through the belly, the chest, the throat. Hold it in here, and then give a big sigh out through the mouth. We're going to concentrate a lot on our breath today. And the focus of your practice that I would like for you to be mindful of is really focusing on the exhale. So a lot of times we want to focus on our inhale and adding things to our lives and gathering things and always adding. That's kind of the American spirit, right? But I really want us to focus on today our exhale and clearing space, letting go, and making way for the new. So stack your shoulders on top of your hips, have a nice long spine energy reaching out through the crown of the head. Breath in. Fill all the way up, sip at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Release. Release that staleness, that old. Make way for the fresh, the new. Flip the palms over onto your knees. We'll start with some Sufi circles today. So our Sufi circles, we're keeping a long spine and we'll rotate forward as we exhale. And then inhale as you draw your head and chest back. Exhale as you lean forward. Inhale as you elongate. Just finding movement in the body. We'll find a lot of free form movement here today. So as opposed to kind of stiffening into a pose or really trying to posture, just let your body be a little more free. Like I said, we're removing the stale. Go ahead and come through center. Reach your arms up above your head, grabbing opposite elbows, reaching long, opening through the armpits, reaching out of the sits bones. Big inhale. Exhale, release your arms down to the mat. Good, just that free flow. So we'll move the opposite way in our Sufi circles. So moving to the left, if you move to the right to start. Inhale as you reach back, exhale as you lean forward. You can bring some movement to the neck and the head, elongating through each direction. Coming back through center. Let's reach for opposite elbows, so that kind of awkward grip, and reach those arms up above the head. Once again, stacking your elbows on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, that free weight down to the mat. Good. Let's find ourselves into a tabletop position. So press the tops of your feet into the mat. Your hips are reaching back. Your chest is reaching forward. Big inhale. Exhale to make space. We'll find our way through our cat-cows. Inhale for stargazing cow. Your gaze rises, your sits bones spread. Exhale, terrified cat. Press the mat away. Gaze comes back towards your navel. Inhale for cow. Look up. Exhale for cat as you contract and engage the core. Press firmly into all 10 finger pads and start to find some free form movement here. Maybe you quicken the pace, maybe you slow it down. whatever feels good to you, tucking into the toes if that feels good. Maybe you're flipping into the wrists, finding movement through each hip. Good, y'all. All right, coming back through center. Let's go ahead and bring our chest a little bit further past those wrists to kind of feel that stretch through the wrists. Nice long spine. And then sink your hips back towards your heels, reach long, finding a quick child's pose. Big inhale. Exhale, frog up your mat. Inhale, fill up, feel that belly rest between your thighs. Exhale, sink down further with the mat. Inhale, rise back up into your tabletop. So inhale your right arm forward. Your left toes reach back. Your heel presses towards the back wall. Good. Finding an alternate movement here today as we crunch down where our left knee comes on the outside of our right knee. So squeeze in. You'll find that cross in the legs. Inhale to reach long. Exhale, cross and crunch. Good. Inhale, reach long, gazes forward. Exhale, crunch, the gaze comes toward your back knee. One more time, reach long. Find that energy from fingertips through heels. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Opposite side here. Left arm reaches forward, right toes to the back of the mat, pressing through your back heel. Reach long, engage the core, fire up your back glute and hamstring. Exhale, cross your right knee behind the left as you squeeze your elbow towards your knee. Inhale to reach long. Exhale to curl. Inhale to reach long. Exhale one more time, crunch it in. Reach long one more time, find power and strength and stability here. And then slowly press your hands down on the mat. Good, let's find a downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Press through your heels, pedal out through the feet. Press firmly into each finger pad. And then your eyes of your elbows should face one another. So like you're opening a pickle jar with your right hand, rotate that elbow in. Same thing with the left hand, you're opening the pickle jar the opposite direction. Awesome, y'all. Find stillness here. Reach those heels towards the mat. Big inhale. Exhale, sink your chest further toward your thighs. Inhale, roll forward into your high plank. So in our high plank, we want to be up on the ball mounds or the tippy toes, pressing energy back through the heels, firmly pushing the mat away, engaging the shoulders as well as the biceps. Maybe you squeeze your glutes, engage your quadriceps. Big breath in. Exhale, lower down, bring your knees to the mat, squeeze your elbows in by your sides, slowly lower. So we'll move through a different variation of the cobra here. So bring your arms out to the sides, coming up on your finger pads. Your elbows are facing up towards the sky or the ceiling. So your crown of your head will come up last. Reach your chest off of the mat, and your gaze rises last. Slowly lower your chest, your collarbone, and your head comes down last. So kind of this undulation wave through the spine. Inhale, crown of the head reaches up last. Exhale, slowly lower, waking up that lower back. One more inhale, rise up. Gaze slightly lifts. Exhale, slowly lower. Good. Hands come back in by your sides, press through bent knees. Find that downward facing dog, taking it up and back. Pedaling out here, bringing your awareness back towards your exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more inhale here together. Fill all the way up. Exhale to release. Good. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Find a three-legged dog. Pinky toe dialed down towards the earth, pressing that left heel into the mat. Lift up a little higher through your right heel. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Gaze towards that back knee. You shouldn't be able to see that back foot. I want a nice open hip here. Inhale, stay. Exhale, press. All right, three-legged dog. Go ahead and square your hips back. And then step your foot in between your hands, finding a low runner's lunge. So our low runner's lunge, we're up on the ball mounds of our fingertips, and we are pressing back and forth, finding some movement through the hips. Gaze is slightly forward, chest is slightly lifted off of that front knee. On your next inhale, plant that left hand, peel your right arm up for a twisted runner's lunge. Sinking nice and low in those hips. I don't want those hips popped up to the sky. I want them sinking down and together, powerful through your back leg. So from this position, we're going to come into a seated spinal twist. The way that we're getting there is our left knee is coming to the outside of our right ankle. So you can always place that top hand down. If you need other ways, keep it lifted. Give me a little hop forward, left knee on the outside of that right ankle. Good. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Your gaze comes to the back of the mat. Keeping a nice long spine here. Reaching energy out through the crown of the head. Pressing that right hand firmly into the mat to help you twist open a little bit more. Big breath in. Exhale, twist further. We're finding twist here today. The more that we twist and compress, the more that we find that space to open. Find a counter twist to the opposite side of the mat. Plant your hands. Open up your back the opposite direction. And then we'll just plant our hands, shifting our feet to the back of the mat. Find a downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. 2 breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg reaches high, 3-legged dog. Pinky toe dialed down. Power up through that inner left thigh. And your hamstring, your glute is ignited. Pressing down through your right heel, keeping pressure in both hands. Bend your knee and stack your hips when you're ready. Engaging that outer left glute, lift a little bit higher with your knee. Big breath in, chest is still reaching towards that right thigh. 3-legged dog, square the hips, punch your left heel back, and then step it between your hands. Coming into our low runner's lunge, starting here with a little movement, stay up on the finger pads, shifting back and forth on the feet, nice long spine, engaged core. When you're ready, plant that right hand, left arm, inhales up to the sky, spread across the heart, spark energy out through your fingertips. Breath in. Exhale to stay. Stay nice and low and engaged in your hips. When we're ready, that right knee is coming forward on the outside of the left ankle. Seated spinal twist, opposite direction. Right arm reaches high. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Staying nice and long in the spine. I'm gonna see what's going on with the music real fast. Yeah, it's not on the Sonos. Everyone keep stretching, we're doing good. Let's see, Chromecast is what I want it to go to? Maybe? No? All right. I'll let you take care of it. I'll keep flowing, okay. Oh, okay. All right, find that twist to the opposite direction. So hands come to the right side of the mat. Go ahead and chest releases down. Beautiful, y'all. Go ahead and find that downward facing dog. So legs sweep to the back of the mat. Hips go high. Pausing here. Find 2 breaths in at your own pace. Breath in and a breath out. 1 more breath in. There we go. We got music. Good. You want to put me back on the... Well, no, just so I can see the video. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yay. Good work, y'all. Thanks for sticking with us there. All right, go ahead and tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Step by step. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Let's find a ragdoll pose here. Find as your weight transitions to the insides and outsides of your feet, maybe a little forward and back, playing with your balance a little bit, drawing outside the lines, reaching with those grabbing opposite elbows, just like we were with our window at the beginning of class, to really reach those arms down towards the earth. Release your arms and slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Crown of the head reaches up last. All right, so to release our still air today, something that we're going to incorporate through our sun salutations is a little free-form movement. So inhale your arms up to the sky. We're gonna just like free weight, like dead weight, but we don't wanna call it dead weight. It's gonna call it free weight, okay? So go ahead and release the right arm down, release the left arm down, sweep up and fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, right arm. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, halfway, sweep. Right? Just like a clearing movement. So we're going to bring those into the middle of each of our sun salutations. I'll show you guys the way. All right? Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale to fold. Right leg reaches long for a low lunge. Gaze is forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go high. Inhale as you roll forward to a high plank. First time through, we'll lower our knees, elbows come in by our sides, chest lowers. Inhale for our cobra. Exhale, come through bent knees, find a downward facing dog. Right leg reaches high on an inhale. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left leg meets right at the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Right hand reaches down, exhale, exhale, inhale halfway up, exhale to fold. Awesome. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, nice and slow this time, forward fold. Left leg reaches long, low lunge. Right leg meets it, down dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Dropping to our knees once again, lowering our chest down to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra, maybe this time fully extend for cobra. Tuck your toes, bent knees, down dog. Left leg reaches high, inhale. Exhale, step it between your hands. Right leg meets left, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale as you fold. Root to rise, arm sweep up to the sky. Exhale, left hand, exhale, right hand, inhale. Exhale to fold. Slowly inhale your arms all the way back up. Hands through heart center, fold all the way down. Great job. Inhale your right leg long for your low lunge. Left leg meets down dog. Roll forward, high plank. Always being able to drop to your knees. Otherwise, lower halfway down through your low push-up. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go high. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left leg meets right, inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, gather that energy. Exhale, right hand, exhale, left hand. Inhale, halfway, exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Left leg reaches long, low lunge. Right leg meets it, down dog, exhale. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower through, halfway, chaturanga. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over those toes, downward facing dog. Left leg high. Step it between your hands, low lunge. Right leg meets it, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arm sweep up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand down. Inhale, exhale to fold. Awesome. Slowly root to rise all the way up. One more time. Hands through heart center, forward fold. This is our last round. Right leg reaches long, low lunge. Left leg meets it in a high plank. Pausing here, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale for an upward facing dog, spread across the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, y'all. Pausing here, finding your breath. Let's take an inhale together. Fill all the way up. Exhale, sink your hips down, or your heels down. Inhale as you come up on your heels, Knees bend, gaze comes forward, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale for a long spine. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high. Exhale, let it go. Left hand, right hand. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Great. Slowly root to rise. Last time here. Hands through heart center. Nice and controlled. Release down. Left leg reaches long. Right leg meets it in a high plank. Strong core, lower halfway down. Elbows hug in by your sides. Inhale for an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Finding our breath, connecting with our intention of creating space. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, create space. Inhale, come up on your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root to rise, arms sweep up high. And then we'll find our first chair pose. Woo! All right, if we have any newbies, we always woo with NOLA Tribe Yoga in our chair pose. So today we're gonna experiment with a little bit wider of a chair pose. So go ahead and heel toe those feet a little bit wider, sink your hips down, biceps still come up by your ears. Sticking with our twist today, right arm reaches back, left arm forward. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Stay nice and low. Inhale, come through center. Sink a little bit lower. One more breath in. Exhale, sweep those arms down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop your way to the back of the mat. You can make your way through a vinyasa if you please. Otherwise, feel free to hang out in a downward facing dog. Go work. Pedaling out here. Bringing your attention back to the mat. All right, let's keep progressing through this flow today. So right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, step it between your hands. Rise up for a warrior two. So for our warrior two, bring a nice deep bend in that front knee. Press into the razor edge of your back foot. Gaze over your front middle finger. Spark energy out through both arms. If you find yourself leaning forward, go ahead and bring that. I like how you guys are like marionette dolls right there. I like it. Sink a little bit deeper in that front knee. Good. All right, we're going to try a new move today we haven't done yet called a rainbow warrior. So a rainbow warrior, popping up on our front heel, bend into your back knee, arms sweep back behind you, gazes still forward. Cool? So it's like kind of this crouching warrior pose. From our rainbow warrior, moving into peaceful warrior. So rebend into the front knee, right arm reaches up and over. Good. Let's try that one more time. Rainbow warrior, peaceful warrior, and then windmill your hands down towards the ground. Step the right leg back. Find your vinyasa. If vinyasas don't serve you, you can always find a child's pose. Can always find a downward facing dog. Good. All right, let's keep that going. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, step it between your hands. Rising up, spiral that right arm forward and back, warrior two. So we're making these big sweeping motions with our arms today. Just take up as much space as you need. Deep bend in your front knee. Our equal energy reaching out through both arms. Sink a little bit lower. Finding our rainbow warrior. Left arm sweeps down and back, coming up on your left heel. Bend into the right knee, gaze stays forward. Peaceful warrior, rebend into the front knee, reach the left arm up and over. One more time, find that transitional movement. Rainbow warrior, peaceful warrior, find that stretch in the side body and then windmill your hands down, step back, find your vinyasa. So you'll see today, when you move through different poses, we're not focusing on that posturing. We're focusing on how the movement feels in our body. Just let your body kind of go with it. Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Let's bring our right knee to our right elbow. Find some core work here. Inhale, take it high. Right knee, left elbow across the body. Inhale, take it high. Knee to nose, hold it here for a breath. Breath in. Exhale, plant it between your hands. Rising up for your warrior two. Gonna flip around again. Sinking nice and low in that front knee. We're moving to warrior two to the back of the mat. So a swift transition of the feet. Good, there we go. Sink nice and low in that back knee. Rainbow warrior to the back of the mat. So come up on that left heel one more time. Arm sweep back to the front. Good. Peaceful warrior to the back. Woo. All right, switching those feet again. Peaceful warrior to the front. Yeah, beautiful. Find a nice long stretch here. Windmill your hands down to the ground. Roll through your vinyasa. Good, yeah, so we're transitioning front to back of the mat. Finding that movement in our body. Good. All right, left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Rise it up on that tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale to right elbow across the body. Inhale, take it high. Step it between your hands. Rise up, warrior two. Awesome. All right, so trying to pivot on our heels, our toes lift up and switch directions, warrior two to the back. Good, it's this stealth yogi movement. Rainbow warrior, come up on the right heel, arms sweep back over your left knee. Peaceful warrior to the back of the mat, rebend into the right knee. And then again, swiftly lifting up our toes, pivoting on the heels, peaceful warrior to the front, holding it here for one breath. Exhale, plant your hands, find your vinyasa. Just trying to make everybody a little dizzy today. We're opening up that space. We're getting rid of the stale, right? Making way of the new. If anything during today's class, if you get a little confused, that's kind of the point, right? How can we get out of our own way today here on the mat? Right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, holding here for 2 breaths. Lift that knee up toward your nose for 1, 2. Step it between your hands. Warrior two. Good. All right. 1 breath, 1 movement, moving through what we just did again. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Exhale for rainbow warrior. Shifting. So coming, yep, on the, good. Y'all got it. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, wait, I was going the wrong way. Okay, reverse your warrior, up and back, peaceful warrior. And then find peaceful warrior to the front of the mat. Good. So facing me, peaceful warrior, extended side angle, right elbow to right inner thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Good. Sinking nice and deep in this knee, external rotation of that front knee. Find this line of energy from the outside of your left foot, reaching all the way up and over your left ear. Good. Triangle pose, straighten through the right leg, hip shift back, torso shifts forward, bringing the right hand to your right shin, left arm reaches directly up. Good. Engage the core. Hips reaching back. Good. Peaceful warrior. Rebend into the right knee. Right arm reaches up and over, finding a half moon pose. So the right hand is going to come to the outside of that right pinky toe. Slowly draw the left foot in. Good. Punching your back heel. Stacking your hips. Left arm raises. Breath in. Focus on your stability here. Find your drishti. I say that as I fall. Holding for 1 more breath. Left leg meets right at the top of the mat. We're finding a tree pose. So our tree pose, our right knee rises, tucking it either on the inside of that left leg, maybe our left calf, maybe a little kickstand on the ground. Externally rotate that right leg, hands at heart center. Grow your branches when you're ready. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening across the collarbone. Breath in. Exhale, make more space for growth. 1 more breath in. Exhale, plant that foot, forward fold, let it go. Inhale to halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back, find your way through a vinyasa. Beautiful job. All right, last side here. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, curl the spine. Lift up the belly to make space through your knee. Breath in. Exhale, hold. Step it between your hands. Rising up for warrior two. Awesome. Pausing here, breath in. Breath out. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Good. Rainbow warrior to the back of the mat. Pop up on that right heel. Peaceful warrior to the back. Switch the feet. Peaceful warrior to the front. Extended side angle to the front. Left elbow to left inner thigh. Right arm reaches up and over the right ear. Palm facing down. Tucking your left hip under. Lifting up through the right groin. Gaze rises, trying to rotate those left lungs up to the sky by using that pressure of your elbow to the inside of that left leg. Triangle pose, straighten through the front leg. Arms come at shoulder height. Tick-tock those hips back, torso forward. And then your hands find 6 and 12. Find a micro bend in both legs so we're not locking out at the knee joints. Keeping our muscles engaged, not relying on our tendons and our joints. Holding here, engage the core. Peaceful warrior takes you up and back. Good, half moon pose. Left hand plants on the outside of that left pinky toe. Slowly draw that right foot in, punching your heel to the back. Nice long chest. Gaze towards that top hand if you're there. Test your balance. Breath in. Exhale, press out of that left hip. One more breath. Plant your right foot next to the left. We'll find tree pose, left leg rises. Externally rotate that left knee. Make sure wherever we're placing that left foot, we're avoiding the knee joint. Hands come to heart center. When you're ready, grow your branches. Woo! Yeah. It's always a special day when tree pose fails you. Even trees sway in the wind. You can bring a soft gaze to your eyes. Maybe try closing those eyes. See how your balance is affected by your sight. Breath in, open up across the heart. Exhale, slowly release, arms reach down. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop your way to the back of the mat. Make your way through your vinyasa. Good, let's find a child's pose real quick. Let our heart rate come down. Bring our awareness back to the mat and to our breath. Let's find a quick little 3-part breath here. So fill up belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. Sink lower. 2 more times. Inhale, belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. Good. 1 more time here. Inhale, belly, chest, throat. Exhale, throat, chest, belly. Good. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Hips go high. Walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Let's find a forward fold, grabbing our peace sign fingers around those big toes. Feet can be as wide as you'd like for them to be. Inhale as you find a nice flat spine. Exhale, bend, bringing your chest towards your thighs. Elbows splay out wide. Crown of the head reaches down. Sits bones reaching up. Exhale, with each breath, sink lower. Slowly release. Rise all the way up. Crown of the head reaches up last. All right, y'all, let's move into our standing series. So inhale your arms up to the sky. Heel to those feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. And then we're finding our wide-legged chair pose. Woo! Good. All right, so in our chair, sink down and back. Arms reach long. All right, slowly rising, right knee rises, finding a figure 4. So cross that right ankle across the top of that left quad. Hands can come to heart center for a little bit more stability here. Sink those hips down and back. From here, we're finding a twist in our chair pose. You can always stay here. Bringing that left hand to the outside of the right knee. Use that as a lever to peel open this right arm. Good. And feeling that engagement through the left glute. Using your hand to open up across the heart. Good. Thinking here for one more breath. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly rise. Right knee rises. Finding our way through a warrior 3. Right foot punches to the back behind you. Woo. Arms can reach out in front. Breath in. Exhale to stay. We're a capital letter T here. Make sure that that outside of the right hip isn't poking too far up. One more inhale. High crescent warrior. Sink a little bit lower. Keep a nice engaged back leg. Deep bend in this front knee. Hands to heart center. Crown of the head reaches forward to make space. Finding the twist by bringing that right elbow to the outside of that left leg. Here for 2 breaths. You can choose to open up your wings in the opposite direction here by using that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. One more breath, hands through heart center. Plant your hands surrounding that front foot. We're finding our seated spinal twist once again. So right knee on the outside of that left ankle. Nice little rest here on the ground for a moment. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, outside of the left knee. Long spine. Let your heart rate come down. Big breath in. Exhale to twist deeper. Counter twist, plant your hands on the right side of the mat. Beautiful. Swing those legs back behind you. Find your downward facing dog. If you'd like to make your way forward, finding your vinyasa, you're welcome to find your way. Otherwise, pausing here in your down dog. Good. When you're ready, tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of the mat one more time. I say one more time. It might not be our last time. Let's find our hands to sole of the foot forward fold. So go ahead and place the bottom of your hands on the ground. Slide them under your feet. And just like with our fingers to big toes fold, we'll bend into the elbows as we draw the crown of the head down. Find stillness, or maybe find a little movement here. Concentrate on each exhale, finding you more space. Slowly release, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, chair pose. Woo! Good, we remembered that time. Fingertips spark energy out in front of you. Sink your hips down and back. Breath in. Exhale to stay. Left knee rises. We'll find our figure 4 on the opposite side, flexing through the left ankle, crossing it over your right quad. Hands to heart center as you sink down and back. You can cultivate this energy and power through your hands. It might help you to take some of the concentration off of that right glute. Otherwise, we're finding this twist by bringing our right hand to the outside of the left thigh and then peeling our heart open. Whatever amount you're twisting, as long as you feel safe, I encourage you to test yourself. Whew. If you fall out, you get right back in. One more breath. Exhale, slowly rise. Left knee rises. We're finding our warrior three. Rotating our torso forward, that left heel back. Make sure that outside of that left hip isn't hiking up. It's parallel with the right. Maybe your arms reach out in front of you. One more breath. High crescent lunge. Deep bend in the front knee. Find your footing in that left foot. Powerful through your left big toe. Hands to heart center. Torso reaches forward. Make space for your twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Fly your wings if you'd like. Make sure that right hip is staying tucked in. One more breath. Exhale, plant your hands. Left knee to the outside of the right foot. Take a seat, good work. Left arm rises. Seated spinal twist once again. I always like doing a pose towards the beginning of class and then finding it again towards the end of class just to see how much our body can transform in the 60 minutes. Find that counter twist, opposite side. All right. Swing those shins out in front of you. We'll come into our boat pose here. Shins are parallel with the ground. You can always bring your hands to the backs of your legs or down to the ground for some extra support. Or you can make it a little more difficult by rising them up, reaching towards your toes. You can always straighten the legs, keeping your chest nice and open, hinging on that lower sacrum. Breath in. Exhale to stay. Inhale as you lower down, hovering 2 inches off of the mat. Exhale, contract the core, rise up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. 2 more times. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Holding it here, click your heels together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross them for 4, 3, 2, 1. Contract, rise up. Moving to prayer twist, hands come to heart center. Crossing your elbow on the outside of that opposite thigh. Moving here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees come out wide, soles of the feet come together. One hand to your belly, the other hand to your chest. You might not know, but the beginnings of Supta Baddha Konasana are a great start to another ab series we're about to do. So we're going to reach our arms up and over our head. Maybe you cross your thumbs and your fingers. Reaching, keeping your knees out wide, we're going to reach the sole of our foot up to meet our hands, good, in the middle of our body. Pressing your lower back into the ground the whole time, so I want a nice flat spine. Rise up, touch hands to right foot. Slowly lower. Let's move to the opposite side, hands to left foot. Good. We're going to go for 8, 7, engaging the core, not the back. For 6, for 5, for 4, trying to lift that upper back all the way off of the ground. For 3, for 2, for 1. All right, double time now. Our feet are glued together. Lifting both of our feet off of the ground, if accessible, to touch the hands. Reaching up, awesome. All right, we'll find for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good, reach those legs out long, the hands up and over your head. Great job, y'all. Happy baby pose. Grabbing the outsides of your feet with your hands, drawing your knees down towards your armpits. Nice long spine. Maybe you rock back and forth. Extend one leg long, opposite leg long. Finding your breath. Fill all the way up. Exhale, sink down in the mat. Draw those knees even closer to your armpits. Awesome. All right, plant the soles of your feet into the ground. We'll find a few back bend heart openers here. So first we'll start with the bridge pose, planting your feet into the earth. Hands come down by your sides. Press into all four corners of your feet to lift your hips off of the mat. Engaging your hamstrings, engaging your glutes. Breath in. Exhale, lift a little higher. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly. Good. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mat. Press your knees into one another, and then press your lower back into the mat at the same time, really opening up across that lower back, releasing any tension from our bridge pose. All right, coming back through center, we'll find another bridge pose. Make sure you can raise the tops of your heels with your fingertips. That lets you know approximately how far away your feet should be. On your next inhale, hips come high. Maybe interlace your fingers under your lower back. Roll one shoulder blade under and then the opposite shoulder blade, and press your palms into the mat to lift your hips up. If your feet are splaying out wide, draw your knees towards center. They should be going directly out over your toes. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Unroll those shoulders if they're under you. Release your hands. We'll find that release of the lower back again by bringing our feet out wide, pressing your knees together, broadening your lower spine on the mat. All right, if you want to take another bridge pose, feel free to go there. Otherwise, we'll find a wheel pose for those of you who would like to take it. So for wheel, go ahead and cricket those arms. We're bringing our fingertips back by our shoulders with our fingers facing our shoulders. Feet are in the same position they were for your bridge pose. When you're ready, press into your hands to come to the crown of your head, and then pressing into your hands and feet to reach your chest towards the ceiling. Your sternum is reaching to the back of the mat. Your shins are reaching towards the front. Stay concentrated on your breath the entire time. Let's take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, tuck the chin, slowly roll down. Awesome. All right, feet come out wide once again. Let's windshield wiper the knees this time. So opposite knee draws in as the other comes out wide, just massaging out your lower back. Good. All right. Finding our way back through center. Replicating our figure 4 that we did standing, we'll find it on our back now for a supine pigeon. So bring that right foot up and over the left quad. This might be enough for you. Otherwise, taking your hands around the back side of that left leg, drawing your left leg toward your chest, keeping your right leg open using your right elbow. Should feel this great sensation through your outer right hip. Sinking into the stretch. This is a great pose. If pigeon pose is ever inaccessible to you, this is a good variation for that. This is also a version that if you're just lying in bed, it takes a lot less effort to get into than a full pigeon pose. Find a little space. All right, release your bind, letting your legs fall over to the left side of your mat. Cactus, open your arms, your gaze comes to your right palm. Finding another spinal twist here. Plant that right foot back on the ground, release your bind with your hands, and then let your knees drape over to the right. Gaze comes to the left. The four corners of your mat. Maybe bring your intention right to the space between your eyebrows. You can give yourself a little fingerprint there to help you give a space to focus to. I know my mind always tends to go to the 20 things I need to do after class, but that is not the purpose that we came here, to reprioritize our to-do list. Bring those legs back through center. Let's rise up, finding our seated butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together, knees come out wide. And then grab your hands like you're opening the insides of your feet like it's a book that you're wanting to read. And then pressing your elbows on the insides of those legs with a nice long spine, find your way forward. With each inhale, you can draw the crown of your head forward with a long spine. With each exhale, you can sink deeper towards the ground. Slowly rise up. Extend your right leg out long diagonally. Inhale your arms up, long spine, stacking your shoulders. Forward fold, reach towards that extended leg. You can make this an active movement, kind of like we did with that moving cobra towards the beginning of class. So if you want to curl your spine up and then exhale your chest down towards your leg, if you'd like to bring movement here, I invite you to do that. Slowly rise up. Left leg reaches long, right leg curls in. Inhale your arms up, square your torso, forward fold. And find stillness to start. And if you would like to find that movement, chest rises, fold back into your leg. Chest rises, head comes up last, fold. Slowly find your way up. Both legs extend out in front of you. Inhale your arms up high. Maybe finding that window again. Opposite elbows grab so you can reach a little bit taller. And then forward fold, arms out in front. Y'all slowly roll up all the way. Let's expand the spine one more time, grabbing that awkward grip of the elbows, reaching high. And then reach your arms out in front of you, curl down vertebrae by vertebrae. Find that final resting pose of your Shavasana. Palms come up towards the ceiling, feet splay out wide. Take a deep breath in, fill the way all the way up through your belly, your chest, your throat. Exhale, sink all the way down into the mat, fully surrender. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Your eyes slightly close. And just breathe here. During Shavasana, with each exhale, just imagine yourself clearing space, pushing air out from around you. Bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe reach your arms up and over your head like a good morning stretch. And then roll over onto your favorite side. And then press your way up into a seated position, the same way we started class. Hands come up on your knees, roll your shoulders down your back. Gather all of that space you've created and bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight for this practice. The light in me sees, honors, and reflects the light in each and every one of you yogis. Namaste.